What motivates you to keep going? Why do you keep going?
I love boxing. I love what I do. I still enjoy my training camps. I enjoy boxing. I love this. I enjoy a lot this.
Along my career, I've been criticized and people have taken credit away from me just to try to diminish my accomplishments. And I beat Canelo. What could they say?
See that sit-down face-off with Canelo and Crawford? Crawford didn't just show up like he's ready for a fight. He looked like he's rolling in with a full war chest, like he packed an entire Call of Duty loadout for training camp.
I got the reach over him. You know, he might got the size, the power. You know, I feel like, you know, I got the better skills, boxing skills.
I believe my speed's sharper than Canelo's, and my reach gives me an edge, too. Sure, he's got the bulk and the power, but I see myself as the more skilled boxer overall. He's breaking it down like he's creating a custom. Build on 2K, speed, IQ, reach, and honestly, he's right. If you're moving up to face Canelo at 168, you need way more than just a jab and some wishful thinking.
Kind of fights, but Canelo is just different. I don't care if he's the UFC there. When Canelo fights, he's different.
I like how you talking about yourself in third person, like, when Canelo do something.
Sitting there basically admitting, yeah, I know this is an uphill climb, but the way he delivered it, you'd think he was about to strap on some gear and start scaling the MGM Grand like Spider-Man. And honestly, if he pulls it off, forget the titles. Boxing might as well hand him the keys to the history books. He won't just make the page, he'll own the whole library card.
Canelo's gonna win only because of the size. You know what I mean? Crawford is coming up 3 weight classes. So I think, you know, Canelo's more of a natural super middleweight. This is Crawford's first super middleweight fight, so I gotta go.
Canelo sat across with that ice-cold stare, like he was already deciding which Salsa Bud's ribs would pair with. Not a blink, not even the hint of a grin. Just that unshaken vibe of a guy who treats lifting cows like light cardio. You could almost hear the thoughts running through his head in Spanish. Say whatever you want. I've got sledgehammers ready. And that's the real threat. While Bud's laying out game plans, Canelo's body language is promising chaos.
My best, I dedicate myself to this sport and I'm just thinking about win, to make history, and this is no deception.
Canelo's looking like strategy is overrated when you punch like a wrecking ball with boxing gloves.
Canelo's giving off that vibe like game plans don't matter when your fists hit like wrecking balls wrapped in gloves. On the flip side, Crawford's talking like he unlocked a hidden cheat code no one else found. He's basically saying, sure, Canelo's bigger, stronger, and rocking designer fits, but I've got the speed, the reach, and the ring IQ to make him swing at thin air. And he's not just talking. The way he switches stances, shifts from attack to defense, it almost looks like he's fighting with the difficulty slider turned down. We saw it against Spence. Bud didn't just win, he made it look like he'd been cramming for that test all semester, and the answers were already memorized.
How do you see a fight with Canelo going?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man.
He had the range locked in, the timing razor sharp, and the kind of power that hits like a battery at full charge. So when Crawford speaks with confidence, it doesn't come off as bragging. It feels like a man who's already packed. Canelo's lunch and is just waiting for the bell, and honestly, you can sense it. Bud doesn't see this as just another fight. He's stepping into history like it's past due on rent, and he's there to collect.
They come into the ring, it's just they see everything. When they step in the ring, they see why I'm Canelo Alvarez.
Absolutely.
So after Bud finished flexing about his speed and ring, I don't know if Bud can beat Canelo, but if there's anybody built with the right tools to pull off something wild, it's him.
If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great, you know, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So, you know, I'll be going for Bud, you know, if he fights.
If Bud really wants to test himself chasing greatness, then let him go for it. That's Spence's take. And you've got to respect it, because he's been in the fire with Crawford and knows what the man brings. Spence is basically saying, yeah, Canelo's bigger, stronger, and has been up at 175 fighting guys shaped like refrigerators, but greatness doesn't come with a weight class. Then he drops the logic bomb too. If Canelo could move up and take on Kovalev, why can't Bud jump up and try the same play? Sure, it's dangerous, maybe even reckless, but that's the exact kind of gamble legends are built on. And right now, we're all watching a fighter try to carve his own chapter in history. With his own pen, no ghostwriter needed.
Crawford over Bud? I mean, you got Crawford over Canelo? Sorry.
I said I'll be going for him. I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's going to win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford, I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Yeah.
He's chasing greatness, so.
Crawford over Canelo. Yeah, I'm saying it. He's chasing greatness, so why not back him? And when Spence himself shows love, saying, if anybody can pull off the impossible, it's Bud, you've got to stop and realize, this isn't just some casual hyping him up. This is Errol Spence, the man who stood across from Crawford under the Vegas lights, only to find out Bud wasn't just sharp, he was surgical. That fight wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Crawford made Spence look like part of the highlight reel while barely breaking a sweat. And here's the craziest part. Even after feeling that heat firsthand, Spence still respects him enough to admit, yeah, he might just be wild enough to take down Canelo. That's like losing a race to somebody, then turning around and saying, you know what, he could probably beat the fastest guy alive too.
That's it.
He didn't hit that hard.
Well, he never caught you that clean. That was probably the best shot he landed.
No, he caught me a couple of times, but you know, I was surprised at how hard he didn't hit.
Really?
Given that everybody say, oh, he's a big puncher, I think he's just a volume.
Yet he's still saying the guy who beat him might just outrun a Ferrari. That tells you every claims really are. And Spence just made it clear. If Canelo's coming, he needs to bring more than size. He better come with real answers.
You never see him, dropping nobody with one punch. You always see him like wearing them down. That's why he goes so hard to the body, because he want to wear you down. Then once you get tired and once your body start weakening, everything started weakening. And those little punches that...
First, we heard Spence keeping it respectful after taking that dose of Crawford smoke. But then Gary Antoine Russell stepped in, and he's talking like the fight's been run through a boxing simulator. His breakdown was simple. Canelo's perfected his craft, Crawford's mastered his as well, but once those 8-ounce gloves start flying, nobody's safe. And he's right. One mistake, and the lights go out faster than your Wi-Fi when the whole house jumps on Netflix. Russell's not dressing it up either. He's saying Bud can't just show up in standard 12-round condition. He's got to prepare like he's running a 16-round marathon with no timeouts and no bathroom breaks.
Terence Crawford cannot take nothing away from him. He's like freakishly good, he go both sides, southpaw, orthodox, and I feel like he adapt well.
And that's what I respect. He's basically saying this isn't some pop quiz you can cram for. This is the S8, the ACT, and your driver's exam all rolled into one. If Bud's chasing history, he's got to be flawless from the opening bell to the final second. No slow starts, no coasting, no warming up by round 4. And honestly, the way Russell said it felt like both a warning and free promo, painting the fight like it's survival of the sharpest. Then when he broke down the styles, Latinos bringing that relentless drive, Black fighters bringing rhythm and swagger, Europeans sticking to the textbook, I couldn't help but laugh because it's facts. We all see those patterns play out.
But it don't take much to get hit, especially these little 8-ounce gloves. He cannot slip up. He cannot slip up. He's gonna have to stay set from bing to bing from round 1 to 12, and he better be in shape.
It to that slick in and out European style, then circled back, reminding everyone that Canelo has perfected his own lane. And when he mentioned Crawford's ability to flip from southpaw to orthodox like hitting a light switch, that was respect, but also a warning. Switching doesn't mean much if you switch straight into a counter. Russell basically said Bud has to be locked in like a video game character with max stamina, because Canelo's going to test that gas. Tank non-stop. Talking about 16-round shape wasn't just a joke. He made it sound like Bud better be ready for a bonus stage after the final bell. And he's not wrong. One slip, and those little gloves will remind you why boxing is the cruelest math exam on the planet.
He was in and out.
Yeah, that's the European kind of style.
Textbook, you know, but that was his style. Canelo got his style.
So when you line it all up, you've got Bud talking slick with that quiet storm confidence, Spence showing respect after feeling the smoke himself, and Russell breaking it down. Then Crawford's jab,